Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wandering Village, where our Wandering Village, our precious Onbu, is going ahead and settling down for a big nap. Just in time too, because I was really worried that he wouldn't go ahead and sleep, even though he is very tired. But oh, look at the stretch of the toe beans and that big yawn. Oh my gosh, I love him. And we have just finished researching how to pet our Ombu, which I think is so ridiculously precious. Oh, so welcome back everyone. Let's go ahead and I think we'll put some research into teaching our Ombu to sleep and to eat next. And then we're gonna figure out like what is currently around in the world. We have 5, now 6 idle people, so they could actually be doing a little bit more work for us. So I think I might have them. Our villagers really would be happier if we had better houses. So I think I might have a couple people go ahead and start building. Oh, the warehouse! Yes! Okay, the warehouse would be so useful, I think, because we could store so much stuff in there. Where should I put it? Maybe down here? I think we'll put the warehouse down here. Like, oh man, or maybe up here next to the water. Okay, let's put the warehouse up here. It actually looks like it'd fit in really well right there. Oh, dang it. No, wait, cancel the warehouse. I didn't realize I needed a little bit more space to have a nice, polite dirt road that could kind of help connect everything up. That's quite lovely, I think. There we go. And then that's the warehouse. So we need a bit more wood. So let's get a carpenter going again. We already have a ton of water stored for a whole bunch of our farmers, which is fantastic. Why aren't my... Oh, because we're full on... The kitchen is so full that the kitchen people aren't even making anything else because we have so much beet soup. Okay, maybe I can get them making a bunch of berries. All right, they're on it. That's so interesting. So your kitchen workers will just be like, look, we already have enough food. I'm not making any more if you aren't careful. So we're doing good there. Growth is really good. Oh, you can end up in freezing or torrid conditions. That would affect the growth of your crops. So far, we have been having a great time because we have just been staying in conditions that are really optimal for growing crops, probably for the sake of the demo. Also, let's send an expedition party. More people! Yes. So that's really optimal for us. However, this is just a taste of what the eventual world of the Wandering Village will offer. It has a huge range of all sorts of different biomes that will be included. The Kickstarter was extremely successful back when it got kickstarted. Strafe Studios is a proven, like, small little indie game development company with such creative ideas, and I just love this. I can't wait for the full game so we can have our Ombu, we can give each one a unique name, we can go ahead and try to take good care of it, we can see how many generations, how far we can go, how many days we can go with all of our people. The warehouse is already done. Look at how efficient this is becoming with so many more people. We have a whole bunch of transport workers. I'm gonna go ahead and hire another, or assign another person to just be transport. Glass, we can apparently make glass, which might mean that we can eventually upgrade our buildings even more, which would be very interesting to see. I'm gonna add some more plots in front of the doctor and behind here for herbs, just to have like pretty plants that I can have growing. Because that is so me. Like, okay, we've got enough water, so that's not going to be a problem. Let's see, do you store water here? Ombu blood. I am not... I want to explore a lot about what the demo has to offer of the flavor of the game, but I am really not sure about this idea of having Onbu blood. Like, that just doesn't sit very well with me. The thought that, like, we're gonna go ahead and just, the poor thing, like, gather its blood? I don't know about that one. All right, and let's go ahead and we're gonna get another stonecutter assigned. Because if we're about to have a bunch of new villagers, we're going to want another hut for them. So we'll get 2 more huts built. And once we get those 2 huts built, I can go ahead and start removing some more of these older style little tents that we had. And I can start putting down some little roads kind of right here. We can get started at least. And I think I can go ahead and mark this tent for deconstruction, and we should be all right. There we go. See, there's a lot to kind of juggle at first, but it is not an overwhelming city builder, tiny village builder to any degree. And it's really satisfying just to kind of settle in, get everybody the food they need. We need a little bit of wheat so people feel like they have more food variety. We do not need... We'll disable the Ombu doctor for now because... Oh, wait. No, we won't disable it. How can I... give my Ombu one, okay, we have to wait for worker. The Ombu doctor is how you pet the Ombu. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait because I unassigned, full staff required. I have staff coming. That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to be like, oh, we don't need the doctor right now. I want people to build stuff. All right, we've got lots and lots and lots of water. I think we're actually like almost overflowing with water. In a lot of ways, which would be great if we ended up in another desert. We did start in a desert, so there is the potential we could end up in another desert, which makes me want to store a lot more water. I didn't make enough space for all of the water we need though. Oh dear. Should I do more water storage kind of like behind here? Here, maybe we'll build another water storage right here. And then I wonder, can I put in, like, mark a spot, but then, oh, I can! So we can mark a spot, but disable the water tank and just say we don't want people to build, well, will that stop people from building it? It will not stop people from building it, never mind. I was thinking it'd be really cool if you could kind of like a blueprint mark, like, okay, we do want to spend some time here building these things, just not yet. Oh, look, and we brought back 3 new workers from the expedition team. Sweet. And we have just researched the sleep command. Let's actually come over and we're going to send the expedition team out to the quarry to gather more stone. And one of the things I think would be super useful is you can have more than one expedition team to go scavenge for things. Ooh, okay, so let's see. Let's research the eat command for our Ombu. And then we're gonna start, you can do quarry and sawmill and forester, which I think would be really nice to have a forester. Oh, and the decontaminator fights the spread of toxic plants in its radius. Okay, that might be more of a problem if we actually had more toxic plants, but for now, let's research the eat command. There we go. And get our Ombu eating up all of its food. Look at everybody! So now we have 34 people. It's kind of fun just to wonder, like, I wonder how many people we can actually kind of push things to get to. Can we get to 100 people? That'd be sort of amazing. I think that stone would definitely be the thing that would slow us down a wee bit there. However, stones are constantly popping up and growing on the back of the Ombu, like little scales. And I like how you can go ahead and just like collect those. And I do think I want to go ahead and build another expedition team or scavenger hunt, pardon me, to scavenge for more resources. It looks like you put them on the edge of the Ombu. Let's put another group up here. And they can go ahead and they can scavenge for more Ombu stuff. Meanwhile, we could probably assign... Okay, the herbalist is actually doing a great job. Like, phew, he's going so far. And Jenny is moving a bunch of these herbs up to the warehouse. Look at our little warehouse get filled up. Yay! And the water tank needs more wood, huh? Okay, so I need to have more wood harvested. I think getting that forester is going to be a lot more important than I realized. Especially because we're running out of forest. Oh dear. All right, and then meanwhile, we've built a nice little path here. I really, really, really hope in the final game there'll be different ways you can decorate your village, because that's always one of the most satisfying things to me, is not only do you have an efficient village, but you have somewhere very beautiful. And fun fact, I actually was reading a cool article on Science Daily today that mentioned that when you add in trees and plants, like little garden plots into cities, they absorb far more carbon and emissions than people had calculated for before. So there's a huge point. It's a good thing to go ahead and actually have trees in cities that are filled with trees, or excuse me, cities that are filled with trees. I'm just really pumped about trees, if you can't tell. But I love that because I live in an area right now in North Carolina where there's trees all over the place. And I lived in Ann Arbor with my beloved husband Chips for several years whilst he was doing the front part of his PhD there. And Ann Arbor is called Ann Arbor because it's the city of trees. And now I live in the city of oaks, so I clearly gravitate towards trees and have always thought I'm so much happier here than when I lived in like the more urban parts of, or the like really city parts of Kansas City, for instance, where if you saw a tree, it was like plastic or just not there, or a scraggly thing trying to survive on the edge of a concrete parking lot. But it turns out that the places that plant a ton of trees, which will be our village if I can help it, end up having healthier people. They end up absorbing a lot more of the carbon and the emissions in the area, and the whole, like everything about the people in who live there, everything about the ecosystem there just thrives so much better. And I think that's super important because people are like, oh, but that tree's in the way, it'll cost to maintenance. That was a big problem in Ann Arbor. They wanted to cut down a bunch of the trees because they're like, oh, it'll cost too much money to maintain these trees. And then it was a big problem. Oh, look at oh, so the expedition party stores everything in the scavenger hut. That's so cool. And it can be a big problem in places that don't have a lot of money, because the city will be like, well, where are we gonna get, like, what's the point of planting a tree when I could put like a parking lot there and make a ton of money? And there's definitely, as you can tell from our little village, a balancing aspect to it. However, oh, Ambu's awake! Welcome! Good morning, Ambu! However, even with that balancing aspect, this research gives more worth to the trees that we have around us. And I just was so happy to see that, because hopefully, even if it's not obviously bringing you in cash, if you can think a little bit further, please, and please, people who vote and politicians and city planners, then you can realize the inherent value of it. And I think there's inherent value in a tree anyway, because I love trees. But there's my little tree rant from the research I learned. And let's see, Ambu is not terribly hungry, so if we can tell him to go ahead and eat, I will. But for now, can I go ahead? Oh, let's have the Ambu doctors. I want to have the Ambu doctors pet him. They're preparing a mission. So let's come and see. How does the Ambu get pet? Is this a very dangerous job for the Ambu doctor? Because they might fall down. I would love to see like somebody scale down here and pet the Ambu, but that would be really hard. All right, so I think they're petting the Ambu. Maybe they found a very soft patch of like moss inside of their little hut, and they're just like, there, good Ambu. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. Oh, okay, new research. Let's do sawmill. So we can start working on forester in the name of those trees. And then we have another expedition team who should hopefully get built pretty soon. There we go. And yay! All right, so now we have another scavenger hut, and we can go ahead and send more people off. No party available. Well, we'll send more people off when we can. An abandoned mine that holds iron ore. We're gonna enter a desert in a second here. What was I just telling you guys about how important it is gonna be? Here, I'm gonna remove all of the unused plots really quickly. And I'm actually gonna come in and I'm gonna remove a bunch of the unused plots for the herbalist as well. And maybe actually calm our herbalist down a little bit. And now that we have so many people, they could all get sick though, so we do need to be a little careful. And look, all the mushrooms that we used to have plopping around here got harvested. Yay! And I think we can go ahead and harvest the wild mushrooms, no problem, on this dirt patch. Yeah, look, everybody's been gathering all the mushrooms and putting them away into our warehouse, which is fantastic. All right, these guys are hungry. Yay, we have our second expedition party. Yay, we got more mushrooms. And then an oasis. So an oasis with fresh water. Send scavengers to this location to learn more about it. Let's do it. So we're going to form an expedition party there. And now they're drawing water. And we'll send another party out here to collect more mushrooms instead of wood. That's fine. And it looks like the path will kind of loop us down around here. So hopefully we won't lose either of those expedition parties. I don't know if you can lose them, but I'm just being mindful. All right, and now I think we raised our Ombu's trust. Oh, your doctor's petted Ombu's head and increased its trust. Yay! And then let's actually reduce some of the poison. So we're going to prepare a mission and try to get some of the poison down. And here we go. We're back to the desert. This could be dangerous. I'm a little concerned. Yeah, low productivity because we're in arid conditions now. We have a lot of water stored, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, and then there's the pantry. Okay, we might need to store. Let's get a couple pantries built next to the kitchen. And I'm gonna need more wood. I hate to do it, but we'll get there. We're researching everything now. Oh, the desert, you guys! I don't know about going into the desert. Literally, as I was talking about how we're gonna plant all these trees, and everything's gonna be awesome because of that. And here we are. Ah, well, let's see. Should I build more huts now? People are pretty happy. They could be happier if they had some houses. Oh, look, a little wild, like, bush grew. That made me very happy. As you can imagine. All right, let's see. Maybe I could put a couple, one house over here even. Oh, we could put a couple houses over next to the farm. We'll do that. And then we can take down a couple more of these old tents. There we go. And hopefully that'll prepare us in case we get more villagers. I would kind of like the challenge of getting to 100 villagers. It might be hard, but I think we could do it. All right. How big is this desert? Oh no, our group, how do I tell them come back? It's not worth it. It's not worth it to get lost. Ombu! I thought we'd be closer to this group. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Will they come back in time? Oh no, we're about to find out if you lose your expedition team. Like in real time. Oh no. Ah! I thought we'd be a little closer. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. Are we gonna lose them? Are they gonna come? Hello? Friends? Okay. Okay, are they coming back? Oh, thank goodness they're back with the mushrooms. I thought they were going to be lost forever. I'm so glad they're okay. I really felt very guilty about that. And there's a ruined settlement much like our old home. A few desperate survivors or leftover food can be found here. And now there's food but no survivors. Wah! And now we've got fresh water, 32 fresh water from the oasis. Oh no, and look, there's one of the danger parties. So let's choose go north on that crossroad and hopefully like Ombu will listen. Here, let's get another oh, we could be constantly petting Ombu. Now Ombu's poison level is down, so now we could just constantly be having our doctors go ahead and pet Ombu to build its trust. I like it. We just really need to survive here with no water. We gotta be careful. Oh my goodness. How are we doing on the sawmill? Getting there on the sawmill. Gonna get there on the forester. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this big adventure. I think our village is really starting to go places, even if we are about to go into the desert and not be able to gather nearly as many trees as I wanted. But that's okay. We're gonna see if we can survive. So far, everything is still absolutely delightful. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We can start transforming this place into a truly lovely location in no time, I think. So if you guys could, do please leave a like to give our little Ombu a pat on the head. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.